Sooner Vision.
Sooner Football 2000 is up next. You won't want to miss the win over Nebraska.
And you won't miss the win over Nebraska. Welcome, everyone, to Sooner Football 2000. I'm Bob Berry, along with Bob Stoops, the head football coach at the University of Oklahoma. Congratulations, Coach. What a game.
Thanks, Bob. It was a good football game. Really was. Really proud of our players for the character and the mental toughness that they showed in that game, and assistant coaches for the game plan that they had put together. Just an exceptional job.
Coach, you had a week off, and that benefited, I'm sure, you said, because Nebraska did have a complicated offensive system.
It did. It helped us to gain more familiarity with what they were doing, get more comfortable understanding their schemes and where we need to position ourselves in those schemes. It may have caught us a little bit in the first part of the game, being off a week, getting game pace and getting the feel of Nebraska and the pace and the speed of their team. I think that was obvious in the way we started the game. We overran the ball a few times and maybe got caught up in being a little too emotional, ready to play, and they had some plays early. But I tell you what, showed mental toughness and great character of our players and coaches to stick together. Everyone, we didn't change any of our plan. What happened is we just settled in, got the pace of the game, started recognizing their plays, and we just started to fit. And I tell you what, defensively to play like we did the 3 quarters from the second quarter on, to hold them to 136 yards for the rest of the day and 0 points, and we end up scoring a touchdown on defense. It's probably as good a defensive game I've ever seen.
Well, Coach, that's a good synopsis and a good way to get us started as we will look at the Nebraska victory for the Sooners, who are #1. Back with Sooner Football 2000 and the first quarter right after this. After rain all week in Norman, Coach, it was a beautiful day for the game on Saturday morning.
Oh, it's perfect. Sun was out, and had a great crowd. And I tell you what, really proud of our crowd. They really had an influence on the game. They were extremely loud, made it difficult for Nebraska to audible and communicate, and it was great to see that.
Coach, here come the Sooners out on the field. They're pumped, as the crowd is.
Yeah, I tell you, Tim Duncan starts off with a little rough with this first kickoff, but he was outstanding the rest of the day. They mishandle it and end up picking it up. Our kickoff coverage was outstanding. I tell you, all day we pinned them down inside the 20 a bunch of times, and that time it was just 5-yard return.
At the 24-yard line, first down play, Eric Crouch goes up for a pretty good gain. Second down 3.
Yeah, they almost fumbled their initial handoff, but then they settled down. You see here, miss a tackle up in the line of scrimmage, and Crouch gets the ball upfield on an option for a big gain.
It's up 15, so it's 1st and 10 for 46.
Good play here by Roger Steffen on a stunt, comes down inside and really makes a nice tackle for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 46.
Here they come with an option. Roy Williams misses a tackle, but there's Rocky Kalmus and Torrance Marshall, who both had excellent games, and with the stop. 3rd and long, we get them. 3rd and long, and they convert it. We just miss it. We got 2 guys around the ball, and they convert.
That was to their leading receiver, Tracy Wister, for 12 yards. 1st and 10 at the 39 in Oklahoma territory.
There's an option pass that we have covered initially, and Derek, just saw the quarterback looking inside, and he broke inside for something that wasn't there and gave up a big pass.
39 yards for the touchdown. Nebraska scores quickly, and they lead 7-0 with 12:02 to go on the clock left in the first period. That was 76 yards, 6 plays, and so Chase Long will be kicking off for Nebraska into the wind.
And Antoine Savage picks it up. We got a nice lane up inside the closers, though, but he still gets it out to the 25.
Pick it up now, 1st and 10 at the 35. A couple of plays later.
We hand that quick handoff off to Antoine Savage. Look at him, great job running around the end. Watch him lower his head and run over the defender there. That's excellent, tough football.
Picked up 13 at the 48, 1st and 10.
Good protection. Josh really had good protection all day. They just covered us in that situation, and Josh just tried to run with it.
Lost a yard, so it's 2nd and 11 at the 47 in Sooner territory.
Great protection again. Throws a curl route there to Curtis Fagan. A nice pickup.
Going to see that again, Coach, from the back.
Look at the great protection. I tell you, our offensive line was outstanding. and we're going to really isolate on Frank Romero. Frank Romero had an excellent day against one of the better rushers in the conference.
9-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 2 at the Nebraska 44.
Here they blitz us. Josh sees them, throws a fade route, and we have them beat. And just Josh might have been a little pumped up too and overthrew the ball.
So Jeff Ferguson back to kick the ball. Goes out of bounds. A great kick, really out of bounds at the Nebraska 9-yard line. Beautiful kick.
Nice job by Jeff. He really hit the ball well. Here they come off with the fullback belly option play, and there's Roy Williams comes up. Perfect position, makes a good tackle.
Got a couple of yards, 2nd and 12.
Here's the fullback. You see Rocky just over-scraped and overran the football, unblocked. And it's a nice job by Roy Williams trying to punch the ball out and making a tackle.
That was Willie Miller, the fullback, carrying the ball at the 50, 1st and 10.
There's another option pass, and they throw a tight end drag, and we just, again, out of position a little bit.
About 11 yards, 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 39.
Trap play up inside, defended well. That's Torrance Marshall in there making the tackle.
2nd and 8 at the Oklahoma 37.
There's a belly option. Quarterback ducks inside. JT, free safety, misses a tackle, and quarterback gets it in the end zone. So you can't miss tackles.
That was a 37-yard run by Eric Crouch for the touchdown, and Josh Brown knocks through the extra point, and the Huskers lead 14-0 after that 91-yard drive in just 5 plays. 1:49 took off the clock.
That's not a good start, but again, I think we're just a little overexcited, and we needed to settle in and get the pace of the game, and we do here eventually.
Antoine Savage returns at 15 yards. 1st and 10 at the Sooner 25. And then we pick up play a few plays later, 3rd and 8 at the 27.
They fake a blitz, rush 4, great protection. And there's Antoine Savage again with a nice throw route.
See a replay of that.
See the protection right here. There's Howard Duncan in the screen and Frank Romero. Perfect ball, perfect catch. Nice job getting it upfield, getting all we can.
19 yards to the Oklahoma 46, where it's 1st and 10.
Here we dash, try and move the pocket a little bit. Watch a great catch there by Andre Woolfolk, and great pass by Josh, puts it down and away. Here they go, dashing, just trying to get out of the pocket, move the pocket a little bit. See Josh put the ball out there. Good play.
Oh, what a catch by Woolfolk. He's made some great ones. Pick it up 2nd and 10 at the 44.
Great protection. Great catch again by Andre Woolfolk. Receivers, defenders all over him. He reaches out and catches the ball.
That was for 13 yards. The Sooners couldn't move, and Tim Duncan tries a field goal from 43 yards, and it was wide to the left. So Nebraska will take over at the 26-yard line. Now we pick it up a few plays later. 1st and 10 for Nebraska at the 40.
There's the option again. Great job up in there. Torrance Marshall knocks the fullback into the quarterback, knocks him down. Great play by Torrance.
Only got a yard.
Here's a counter play. Really defended well in there. I believe that's Ryan Fisher in there making a great play.
Buckhalter carried. 3rd and 9 at the Nebraska 41.
Rocky Kalmus almost intercepted the screen. You could see it, but right there to make the play.
Going to see that again. See it real well, I think, on this replay, Coach.
You could see Rocky anticipates, sees the formation, knows what's coming. He almost, oh, geez, he might have taken that all the way back. You could see he almost did.
Great play. So it's 4th down and 9 at the Nebraska 41. As the Sooners held the Huskers pretty well that time.
It's the big 3rd down stop right there.
That's what you talked about before the game. Dan Hadenfeld, 33 yards. And it's fair caught by J.T. Thatcher. We pick it up 2nd and 10 at the Oklahoma 26.
Little dump off inside there to Curtis Fagan. Curtis does an excellent job running with the ball after the catch.
That picked up 18 yards. And then we pick it up a couple of plays later, 2nd and 11 at the Oklahoma 43.
Here they come with a blitz. Really picked up well by the offensive line. Seth Luttrell makes a great catch out in the flat. Great running again after the catch.
Picked up 16 yards.
See that again. Look at Frank Romero and Howard Duncan handling a twist in there. Great. Look at Frank Romero. That's a great picture of him protecting right there. Great catch.
He has really come on great as a offensive lineman.
And it's a nice throw. You can see Josh lob it out there nice and soft where it makes an easy catch for Seth.
Well, the Sooners are on the move. End of the first quarter. Nebraska leads Oklahoma 14-0, but there's good news coming. Stay with us. As we begin the second quarter, 2nd and 10, Oklahoma at the Nebraska 41. Sooners began this drive late in the first quarter from their own 25.
Josh tucks the ball, starts to run it, and tucks it away and picks up a nice gain here. That's an excellent running by Josh.
He gets a 21-yard pickup here, Coach. You're going to see it again.
You see the offensive line handle the twist. Excellent blocking, creates a hole. Josh still wants to throw it, but they do a nice job of covering, and Josh is just going to pick up what he can. Excellent block downfield by Curtis Fagan, and Josh picks up another 10, 12 yards after that block.
Pick it up 2nd and 10 at the Nebraska 20.
Again, they rush 5, good protection. Curtis Fagan works his way open, gets the ball down to the 2. Excellent job of working open after a scramble.
19-yard pickup. We'll see the replay.
Again, good blocking. Look at all the time Josh has. Eventually, one of them works away, but Josh lobs the ball over the defender, sees Curtis breaking open. Again, that's what Josh Heupel does so well. He just anticipates.
So it's 1st down and goal to go from the 2-yard line.
Quentin Griffin's going to punch it in right here. Nice job of running right there, getting the ball over the line.
That was a drive of 75 yards in 9 plays. Took 2:30 off the clock, and the extra point now. Tim Duncan, who hasn't missed this year, and he doesn't miss this time. And the Sooners are on their way back, trailing now just 14-7. Tim Duncan will be kicking off into the breeze. Pretty stiff south breeze it was. He's kicking left to right, as you see.
Into the wind, good strong kick, gets it down to the 2-3 yard line. And watch Josh Norman come in there off the corner.
Wow.
Great play there. He holds him inside the 15-yard line. That's a great play by Josh Norman.
Like a rocket there.
Our special teams were excellent. Almost get an interception there. Torrance almost intercepts it, and then Michael Thompson had his hands on it. Should have come up with that one.
2nd 10 for Nebraska 14.
Good job on the option. Blocked well. We get pushed in the back, but Torrance Marshall still comes up and makes a tackle.
After one other play, it's 3rd and 5 at the 19.
Try an option pass, and Ryan Fisher knocks the ball down.
We're going to get to see this. You're going to see that real plainly here, I believe.
See him run an option pass, but you see Ryan Fisher going to jump up, get in his window, and swat the ball down. It's a great play by Ryan.
So it's 4th down and 5 at the Nebraska 19. Hadenfeld in the game to punt the ball again.
Another big play there on 3rd down, come up with a good 3rd down stop. Nice punt. JT almost got this upfield, just hesitated a little too much, and they close in on him.
Sooners 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Here they try a blitz. We run a swing screen, and great job of execution. Damian Mackey pushes it upfield. Nice run after the catch.
For 16 yards to the 36, 1st and 10.
Here we go deep. Watch this catch. Andre Woolfolk, exceptional play.
Oh,
I know we'll see this one again.
we sure will. Look at this.
He goes up and battles for the ball. Our receivers are always fighting for that ball, and he keeps his concentration even down on the ground. You can see the football, pulls it in with one hand. Great play.
Oh, 34 yards. What a catch. A couple of plays later, it's 3rd and 14 to Nebraska. 34. Big play here.
Here they come with the blitz. They're bringing everybody. Josh sees we got one guy that's unblocked. Lobs the ball open to Curtis Fagan. Great play on Josh Heupel's part and Curtis.
Just a perfect pass, Coach.
And again, you know, when Josh puts that ball up there, the receiver's not open yet. He sees the rush coming. He holds it long as he can. Now he's got to unload it, puts it up high so the receiver has time to adjust to it. And sure enough, he comes open and comes down with the ball.
Caught it in full stride. That capped an 80-yard drive in just 5 plays. And the extra point knocked through. And Oklahoma will never trail again in this game. It's 14-14 tie right now. Tim Duncan will be kicking off again into the wind. Really booms this one down there.
Again, into the wind, puts it a couple yards deep. They bring it out, and again, great coverage. Watch us close in, and again, there's Jimmy Wilkerson, a true freshman there, making the play on the 12-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 Nebraska at their own 13 approximately.
Great defense right there. You see Jeremy Wilson Guest. Good to see him in there playing. He closes in, and he does. Look at him, a great tackle in there. Torrance Marshall in there. Corey Callens, great defense.
So it's 2nd down and 9 at the Nebraska 14-yard line.
Here they run a fullback belly. Gets a few yards, but defended well.
Picked up 5 after one other play. 1st and 10 at the Nebraska 24.
Here's a trap option. Quarterback keeps it. Great job. Look at Brandon Everidge come in there and put a hit on him. Belly option, great play there. Watch this. I tell you what, both linebackers, and here comes Michael Thompson, the corner. Out of the secondary, watch it. The linebackers support the run perfect, and then there's Michael Thompson coming inside, taking the legs out. Great play.
2nd down 11 then from the Nebraska 23.
They try a screen, and there's Roger Steffen ready to make the play. Corey Heineke forced the poor throw.
3rd and 11.
We got a blitz on, and we just missed the sack. but force a bad throw, and again, another big play on third down.
Here comes a big play, 4th and 11 from the Nebraska 23.
Coach Hayes turned Josh Norman loose. We had a return on. And Andre Woolfolk needs to put that ball in the end zone. We've got to get in control and pick the ball up and score. You watch it again, Josh Norman, excellent play on his part. Look at that.
That's perfect ball.
Lays out, blocks the ball. Now, Andre has to get himself in control, and we practice this. It does no good to fall down. You know, we got to get that ball in the end zone.
1st and goal from the Nebraska 4-yard line.
But Coach Hayes turned Josh Norman loose on that punt. Everyone else was returning. He told him, don't worry about your guy, see if you can't block it. Sure enough, he did.
2nd and goal from the 2.
We need to do a little better job here. We're just missing some holes and not creating enough space. And right there, again, it looks like it's open for a while. And we run it 3 times and can't get it in. Need to get it in, and we end up getting a good field goal. Again, good job by Tim Duncan getting the ball through. And at least we keep the momentum and get points.
Right, 17 straight points down at 17-14. That was a 19-yard field goal, and here comes another kickoff. Tim Duncan down 65 yards, and this time Walker says, don't think I'll run it out this time.
Yeah, and that's only a couple yards in. Usually they're going to bring those out, but our kick cover team was too good. Watch Corey Heineke play the reverse, getting blocked in the back, and still plays it. And Roy Williams comes up and finishes it for him.
That's a loss of 6, 2nd and 16.
Good disciplined football. 2nd and real long, they throw a short pass. Rocky Kalmus comes up and makes a great tackle on Newcomb.
And we got 5 on the play, so it's 3rd and 11.
Here we come after him again with the blitz. Hit him right as he's throwing the ball. Forces a poor throw, and it forces another punt.
3 and out right there, Coach. And 4th down at 11 and the 19. Hadenfeld knocks a 49-yarder downfield.
We got on a roll there with several 3 and outs that started giving us great field position for the offense. Good return right there.
14 yards on the return. Oklahoma 1st and 10 at the 46.
Throw a swing pass to Quentin. It's defended well.
2nd and 11 after a yard loss.
Here we run an under route to Curtis Fagan. Makes a guy miss. Curtis is an excellent at running with the football once he catches it.
I think all your receivers are. 3rd and 1 at the 45.
We get him to jump off sides and get a free play. And watch Antoine Savage fight for the ball and come down with it. That's a great play by Antoine Savage.
See that again. They had 2 infractions on Nebraska, and you turned both of them down because of the great catch.
Drew him out, got him to jump off sides. Great pass. Look at the ball up high where Antoine can fight for it. Great catch. And penalty was face guarding on the defense.
1st down and goal to go from the 8-yard line.
And a quick handoff to Josh Norman. Excellent running, excellent blocking.
That was a 54-yard drive in 4 plays, and the Sooners are up after the extra point. We're going to see that run again, though, by Josh Norman.
Great blocking.
That play
excellent job of running.
Repeatedly. Here's the extra point to make it 24-14. And Oklahoma will be kicking off. And we skip the kickoff, and it's 1st and 10.
Look at Brandon Everidge come up from the secondary. Free safety come up and hit them right on the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by Brandon Everidge at free safety.
2nd down 9 here.
Try an option pass again that was played well. Has nowhere to go with the ball, and Roger Steffen comes up and tackles him.
3rd and 8 at the 22.
3rd and long, we come after him again with the blitz and force a poor throw on a screen and force another 3 and out and another punt.
Hadenfeld in the lineup, gets the toe into it pretty well this time. Booms it downfield.
Really got into a groove defensively right there, stopping them, and good job of running by JT, just couldn't quite pop it.
So the halftime ended. Oklahoma on top by 10, 24-14. Back with halftime right after this. After a slow start, the Sooners lead at halftime 24-14. Coach, you're noted for maintaining your poise, your team is. That's a great attribute.
Well, we started off the first quarter, I think both sides of the ball a little edgy. And but once we settled into the game, defensively really started to hit their groove, started to get the pace in Nebraska and feel and started to see their plays and defend them properly. And offensively, same thing. Started to settle in, get comfortable in the situation, and started to operate really effectively. And special teams were playing very well. Were a factor in that second quarter in particular. So we did feel good at halftime that we had, we were set to play now. Confidence was good, both sides of the ball. We understood the way we're playing in the second quarter, that our game plan was correct. We're in good position. Now we just need to go out and come back and be able to finish the game, play 2 more quarters as well as we could play.
And Nebraska has great athletes, Coach. I mean, that got to give them some credit. That, they practice, as you say, and and make plays, and it's up to you
Sure.
guys to make the plays to counter that.
That's right, and I knew they'd make some plays. Our players understood that, so the fact that they made some early didn't get anybody rattled.
Right.
Our players understood that they'd have a few plays, but if we just kept our poise, kept playing, we understood how the game would go if we could continue to play and be in the right positions and handle what they were doing, both sides, and then that happened. Again, I like the mental toughness of our team and our coaches and our players to be able to hang in there in some difficult situations and keep playing hard and keep playing well.
Well, we have the second half coming up, obviously, and a feature you won't want to miss. So stay with us on Sooner Football 2000. The Sooners had won the toss originally and deferred, and so elected to take the ball. And here is Chase Long kicking off to start the third period. Goes in and out of the end zone. 1st and 10 Sooners at the 20.
Start off with the swing screen to Josh Norman, and look at the strong physical running by Josh Norman. Almost breaks this all the way. You can see him running that downfield, and really like how Josh is playing. Really playing physical.
We see 2 replays on this great play.
Again, it's a swing screen. We're blocking out there with the wide receivers. Josh swings outside, and watch him lower his shoulder, run the defender over, and Josh is a big, strong guy, and it's good to see him playing physical and playing tough like that. Great job getting the ball upfield. He breaks inside. He may take it all the way.
Let's see one more look at it. Well, that is a strong run, Coach.
There you see it from Josh's point of view there. And
the roommates hit each other right here.
that's right. Swing screen. That's almost like a toss sweep. Gets the ball outside. Josh, I'd love to see that kind of physical football. And then he outruns a few defenders on the boundary, and if he just breaks it inside a little sooner, I think he could have brought it all the way, but he'll be disappointed when he sees that on tape on Monday.
That's a 45-yarder. Pick it up a couple plays later. 3rd and 10 at the Nebraska 35.
Good protection. They just covered us, and well defended. Good coverage on their part, forcing punt.
That was intended for Woolfolk, and this is Jeff Ferguson punting for one of the few times.
We almost stopped this. It's just 1 yard into the end zone. We need to keep that out of the end zone.
Great defensive set here. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Nebraska.
This is great defense. Watch Rocky Kalmus, Torrance Marshall, and Brandon Everidge come up on this play, and Roy Williams. All 3 of them hit the hole at the same time, up and crouch, and great defense right there.
Picked up 2, 2nd down 8 from the Nebraska 22.
Here they come with another option. Ducks the ball inside, miss a tackle, and Michael Thompson comes over and makes a big play.
Up to the 40, brings up 1st and 10.
Here they run an option pass, defended well in the secondary, and Torrance Marshall comes up and gets a big sack. Here they're trying to suck you up. Field secondary, good discipline to read the releases of the tight ends. They're trying to fool us right there, and Torrance Marshall comes up with a great sack.
Loss of 9, 2nd and 19 at the 31.
Here we've got a blitz on. Great job coming out with the pressure. And again, there's Torrance Marshall with another big sack. Great play by Torrance. Good pressure, good defense. You see we got an all-out blitz on here. He's trying to set up in the pocket and can't. Corey Callan's off the corner that first almost gets him and then slows him up enough for Torrance to finish it.
Loss of 8 more, so it is 3rd and 27.
They're going to try and throw the ball downfield, and Derek Straight's going to come up with a big play. Great play. There's a redshirt freshman coming up with a huge play. Great job of running the football after the catch. Good job of getting it in the end zone. That's a big play after giving one up early in the game.
It was just a great defensive stand there, Coach.
There's Derek again. You see the replay. Good coverage. We got good brush right here, and Derek comes up with a nice catch, well defended. And Derek figured, well, I gave one up early, I'm going to get it back. So he gets back his touchdown that he gave up. And watch, good running, good blocking. Look at all the defensive players there getting out in front of him, trying to get blocks.
He was a quarterback and halfback at Austin Lanier.
He's just an excellent athlete, and he's just a young guy that knows how to make plays.
Absolutely, and here comes the extra point by Tim Duncan. He's 39 of 39 this year. The Sooners lead at 31-14 after that great defensive stand and wound up with a touchdown scored by the defense. Tim Duncan then kicking off, moves another one downfield, Coach.
And this is against the wind again, and he drives it about 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone. Great job of kicking by Tim.
We're going to pick it up after 2 Nebraska first downs at the NU 41, 1st and 10.
Here comes there's a fullback dive play that's defended well there by Corey Collins and Roy Williams.
Dan Alexander got 4, 2nd and 6 at the 45.
Here they come with another option, and Rocky Kalmus hits him initially, and then Corey Klein hits him, and then everybody else hits him after that.
Well, they just destroy this option play, Coach.
Great job punching through. Linebackers forced to play. There's Rocky hitting him initially, and there's Brandon Everidge coming up, finishing it. Great job by Brandon Everidge coming up out of the free safety position now.
Tremendous defense. 3rd and 6 at the 45.
Here we got a blitz on again. Played well. They throw a little curl route just for enough for the first down.
At the Oklahoma 48 at his first down.
Again, good defense. Look at Roy Williams come up out of the secondary right there with a big tackle.
Roger Steffen also helping out. 2nd down 8 at the 46.
They try a play-action pass, same one that they got earlier that's now defended well. That's Rocky Kalmus in coverage over there, and Torrance with pressure.
It makes it 3rd and 8 at the Oklahoma 46.
There's a trap option, and there's Roy Williams with the big tackle on 3rd down.
Another look at that.
Watch Roy Williams come out of the secondary, comes flying up, inside out, makes a good, not a good tackle, but it makes a tackle anyway.
Finally got him to lose his balance.
That was a 4th down play, I believe.
Right, that was. So it's over on downs. We pick it down now. 2nd and 7 from the Oklahoma 23. Look at that.
Yeah, that's one
Tough
of the...
play there.
That's about the only bad play Josh has had. And,
Intercepted by Troy Watchorn.
but we're going to go 4 and out right here. Great tackling again there by Roy Williams and Brandon Everidge. Watch the linebackers forced to play up inside. They take on the defenders, look at them punch through. Roy Williams is unblocked, locks them up, and Brandon helps him.
2nd and 10 at the Oklahoma 39.
Good tackling there. Play action pass. Defended here by Michael Thompson. Throws the ball out of bounds.
3rd and 10 at the Oklahoma 39.
Here we're in coverage. They throw the ball underneath. It only picks up 5 on about 3rd and 9. That's okay. It's 4th down and 4 right now.
From the 34.
And here we're going to come with the blitz. Forces a quick throw, and the receiver's not in the area. So that's a big 4th down stop after a turnover. Great defense on that.
End of the 3rd quarter, 31-14, Sooners. We pick it up now in the 4th quarter after a couple of Nebraska first downs at the Oklahoma 42.
He's got a little drive going here, but here's an option play that defended again really well. There's Rocky Kalmus with the tackle.
2nd down 8.
Here they're trying to throw the football. Crouch pulls it down, and good job of running. He's a good runner. Everyone knows a good runner with the football, and Brandon Everidge makes a good tackle.
At 15 on the play, 1st and 10 at Sooner 25.
It's a lead play up inside. Again, it's really defended well. Torrance Marshall ends up finishing him off.
2nd down 8 at the Oklahoma 23.
Here we got a blitz on, and they dunk it inside. And watch Derek Strait pop the ball out. There's a freshman and 2 redshirt freshmen. One pokes the ball out, and the other one recovers it. Watch Derek sneak in behind and pop the ball out. And there's Brandon Everidge right there ready to clean it up for him. So
let's see it again, Coach.
That's exciting to see. There's 2 young guys, 2 redshirt freshmen, got the sense there on a drive. Derek comes in and punches the ball out, and there's Brandon Everidge right there ready to clean it up. Great play on both their part.
Picking up 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Sooners.
Try and stick the ball in there to Damian Mackey, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throw a swing screen that gets, at this point in the game, we needed to stay in bounds and let the clock work, and we get drug out of bounds right there. Josh, instead of making a foolish mistake trying to throw the ball or squeeze it in, he does the right thing, takes the sack, and eats the ball, and we got a punt.
Watch this now. Ferguson punting.
And he drops this and mishandles it, and we almost get it. And he did a nice job fighting back. But there's Ante Jones and Andre Woolfolk covering it really well.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 32 for Nebraska in their territory.
Quarterback counter play. Just miss a tackle right there. Again, excellent runner. But there's Michael Thompson with the big play, big tackle, and Rocky Kalmus again in pursuit.
Crouch got 18 yards, 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe.
They try and go downfield, but again, covered well. Derek Strait's down there playing well, forces a poor throw out of bounds.
2nd and 10.
They have a blitz on. Great job by Corey Heineke deflecting the ball.
3rd and 10.
3rd and long. We go with some coverage right here and force another poor throw. And force another punt.
A lot of punts in the game. That's what, Coach, you said you wanted before the game.
That's right. Really good defense there. 3 and out again.
Into the end zone it goes. Sooners 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's where you needed to keep control of the ball. And
that's right. We will take care of the football, 2 hands on the ball. Let's run it. Let's use up some clock. Right now, the clock's our only enemy.
Number 23, second down.
Josh fakes the handoff. Great job of making a couple guys miss and gets upfield for a first down. That's a big play on Josh's part. Watch him fake the handoff. They're ready for him outside, so he ducks it inside and gets it upfield. Again, Josh is a much better athlete than people give him credit for, running with the ball, and really a good athlete.
Up to the 34 after he picked up 11 yards.
Zone play there, pushing it up inside. It gets 1 or 2.
Second down play.
Another handoff to Quentin. Again, we're just eating up the clock as much as we can, keep the clock rolling. Unfortunately, we've got a punt.
4th and 6.
Told Jeff, just get it off, and there they rough the punt. So that's going to give us the ball back.
That keeps the drive alive, so to speak, after the roughing the kicker penalty. 1st and 10 at the Nebraska 47.
And a quick handoff, fake the handoff. We're going down deep. They cover it well, and Josh sees the hole open up again, makes a guy miss him, stiff arms the linebacker. Looks like those old quarterbacks that used to run around here.
That's right.
Watch him. We're faking the handoff, trying to get him to bite up, and thought we could get behind him, but the safety's back there in good position. Josh, again, instead of doing something foolish, knows we want to use the clock, so don't throw an incompletion. Tucks the ball. Watch him stiff arm poke right there. Stays on his feet, keeps running, and good job picking up a big first down.
Okay, that guy's great from every standpoint. After a penalty, false start, 1st and 15.
Again, good lead play up inside.
Second down 11 from the 31.
Another lead. Good hole. Quentin picks up several yards.
After a couple other plays, 4th and 5 at the Nebraska 25.
We opted, instead of going for the field goal, we wanted to leave the ball down here or pick up the first, and sure enough, Josh puts it right on the money and picks up the first down there to Andre Wolford. Watch it again, good protection. Great job by the O-line. Josh puts the ball low and outside where only Andre can get to it, picks up the first.
That's just a perfect pass. Picking up now 4th and 9 a bit later at the Nebraska 14-yard line.
Here we run a handoff sweep. Almost get around the corner for the first. You see Quentin just about picks it up. He just stepped out just before the first down.
And now Nebraska takes over, and they'll try some desperation plays here, Coach.
We go 4 downs and out. And there's the first one, defended well by Michael Thompson, Ante Jones. Another pass outside, overthrows his receiver.
Crowd's getting real excited about this time, Coach.
Great pressure right here. There's Barry Hallman with another sack. Great job, and great job to end it right there. Now we're just going to go out and take a knee from there.
The Oranges come on the field, unfortunately. 31-14. The final score is the Sooners beat Nebraska and ranked number 1. Just a terrific game, Coach. It's hard to describe it.
It was a solid all-around game. That's what pleases you as a coach when you look at our special teams play. And the way our players played was outstanding. And then you watch us offensively to take care of the football like we did. Did what we said we had to do, protect the quarterback. We had to beat the coverage. And we were able to do that. And defensively, we had to take away the run game and come down with some big third down stops. And that happened as well once we settled in after the first quarter and came up with a big turnover.
Coach, your defense is just absolutely outstanding.
And, you know, they have been. And you look offensively, we deserve the credit. Josh Heupel deserves what he gets, and I believe he's a top Heisman candidate. But you look at in conference play and just Big 12 play, what our defense has done has been outstanding in 4 games defensively in the Big 12 and 4 big games. And so anyway, we need to continue to do that. Still can play a little bit better in that first quarter, but for 3 quarters, that's as good as you'll see.
Absolutely. Well, of course, the entrance was fantastic for this game, and the Sooner Vision crew got up in the middle of the night, Coach, and went out to watch the fans. Here's the way it went.
going to be a great day for college football.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah! Oh yeah! Number one, baby!
Telling you something, you guys got a special chemistry. You're a special group of players because you care about one another, care about your coaches. I'm going to tell you something. Your coaches care a hell of a lot about you, too. And I'm going to tell you, I keep saying it every week. I get more and more proud of you every single time. I can't say it. I've been, win, lose, or draw in this game, you guys mean the world to us. Because of the character, the way you work, the attitude you have, and you're a team. It isn't about one guy or this guy. It's a team. And that's how you win. And again, I can't tell you how much I respect you.
Oh, well, that is great. I think I remember staying up all night as a student. I'm not sure.
No, I didn't know Ellis was at the game either, but I didn't realize I lost my head there and jumped around for about 10 seconds. So that was fun to do. I guess I'm allowed to do that every now and then.
Coach, Steve Newman has some players' clips that he asked from the game that you might want to talk about here, some of the guys that excelled.
Well, sure. I think the first one probably
Torrance Marshall,
Rocky Calmus and Torrance Marshall, two guys in the middle of our defense that just played outstanding. When you look at the plays that they had and our linebackers have the most to think about, the most assignments. There's Torrance breaking up a ball that's almost intercepted, but they just were outstanding in the middle, played physical, fit. Their positions positions on the ball all day were great, and put pressure on the quarterback. Really had great games. And Torrance had a couple of sacks that were big. There's Torrance coming up with the sack. He has a couple of them, and just a great day. Here, Torrance is going to come up with that sack. There's a couple of tackles right there by the two of them. Rocky Calmus, Torrance Marshall, just great days. All starts inside with those guys in the D-line, and again, really aggressive, strong tackling. That's the way you play them. Real physical, and Rocky's doing that with the broken thumb. So really good day to watch those guys. Here's Derek Strait with the big play. Great interception. Again, there's a young guy who finds a way to get it in the end zone as well. Great job. Derek kept his cool after giving up a big play early and came back and got it back.
And now Josh Heupel, Coach.
Josh is just exceptional. Everyone understands that, but the guy just has a way of making plays and winning for you, and puts the ball out there always right where you want it, on time, delivers a good curl route right there, and Josh is a winner.
He just has to be the Heisman favorite right
now.
Well,
right at this position, I don't believe anybody's played the competition he has and played as well. So I don't think there's any question at this point. To win it, he's going to need to continue to play well, and we're going to need to win. But hopefully we can do that.
Well, that's some great clips. We could actually run clips about everybody for that game.
Sure, there's a lot of guys that played well, and it's fun to see, and it's good to see you play an all-around sound football game when you go kicking game, defense, and offense, and you need that in a game like this when you're playing the #1 team in the nation, and to play the way we did was fun to see, and fun to see our fans be so loud and be a factor in the game.
Yeah, that was something, Coach. You had talked about that. That's as loud as I have ever heard it on field all these years.
And that's how it ought to be at a game, and in particular Oklahoma football. And we've got great fans and sold-out stadiums, but they can influence the game. And then you get in these big games that are tight, and you want the fans to be able to be a factor.
We'll have closing comments, talk about Baylor briefly coming up. Stay with us on Sooner Football 2000.
Now it's time for the Big Time Sports Apparel Player of the Week. It's when we pick the Sooner that typified the big-time attitude to dig down deeper. This week's big-time player is Derek Strait of Austin, Texas. Derek made this interception and ran it back 32 yards for a touchdown in the game against Nebraska. Congratulations, Derek. You are the big-time player of the week. When you wear big-time, dig down deeper.
Well, the Sooners are #1 in the nation. Coach, you may not want to talk about that, but that's got to mean a lot to you for recruiting and everything else.
Well, I guess for that purpose it is. You get a lot of exposure. The recruits get a chance to watch all your highlights, and they talk about you that way, and it does make a difference in recruiting. So in that part it is, but outside of that, for the team, it really doesn't matter. We're still only partway through the season, and it wasn't our goal to be #1 at just halfway through the year. So, you know, we have 4 Big 12 South games that are coming up that to me are the most important part of the season.
And, of course, the Baylor Bears important, that one coming up. And we hope you'll join us next week as the Sooners and the Baylor game is seen right here on Sooner Football 2000. Thanks for being with us. Sooners #1.
Sooner Football 2000 has been brought to you by Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Oklahoma Sooners. Your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Phillips 66, proud sponsors of OU Athletics. Proof again that Phillips 66 is the performance company. The Daily Oklahoman, the Oklahoman sports section. We got game. National American Insurance Company. Oklahomans working hard for Oklahomans. Rib Crib Barbecue, where bold begin. Gatorade Thirst Quencher. When the moment comes, will you have what it takes to finish? Gatorade. Is it in you? Taco Bell, proud sponsor of Sooner Football 2000. Get it at the Bell. And by Big Time Sports Apparel. Dig down deeper. Promotional considerations by Audio Midwest, Stillwater, and Midwest City. Furnishings provided by Mr. Robert Fine Furniture in Norman. This has been a Sooner Vision presentation for the Sooner Sports Network in cooperation with Sooner Sports Properties.